It's not just like one set thing, but now you're stressed about the NCLEX. It's another type of stress. It's been a journey. I got my first gray hair during nursing school, I'm not gonna lie. Especially, oh my god, the ATI is just, because how did I get that wrong?
And it goes a little something like
Hey guys, it's Zoe and welcome back to Zoe to Maya, and I'm so excited for this freaking video today because we're talking about term 15 capstone and NCLEX prep. Like, can we get some confetti just like coming down, because you guys made it. It is your last term and then you're graduating. The next video I will see you in is an NCLEX prep video. Like, I thought, like, I'm not even in nursing school anymore, and I thought I never see the light of day of turn 15 because, baby, it's been a journey. And I know you guys are relieved to be done with nursing school and done to be thinking about nursing school. It is, I got my first gray hair during nursing school, I'm not gonna lie. And it was very stressful for me. And I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, okay? Before we get into this video, if you're studying for the NCLEX right now, comment a nurse emoji below because this is the final stretch and I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited to have new nurses join the medical field. Basically, this class is not just like one set thing. It's basically a review of your term 1 through 15. So from the time you started to now, you revisit all the body systems: cardiac, respiratory, endocrine, neuro, GI, maternity, peds, psych, but through NCLEX-style application questions, through the ATI modules that they provide you, and other sources and resources that they provide you or that you want to invest in yourself. So you focus heavily on prioritization. I saw a lot of that during my NCLEX. Prioritization, delegation, ACI questions, pharmacology integration, case studies, ethics exam preparations, and test taking strategies designed to mimic adaptive testing like the NGN. This is less of a lecture and more of a strategy in helping you prepare yourself on how to be a better test taker and how to, like, kind of, if you are stuck on a question, process of elimination of what is the best answer, because sometimes you'll get questions like all of them are correct, but what's the best out of the bunch. From my experience, this term felt mentally different. Like, it felt like I was done but I wasn't. But you don't want to get stuck on that I'm done mentality, because it's not time to like relax now. This is the time to lock in. I know you're not stressed about clinicals anymore the same way that you were last term, but now you're stressed about the NCLEX. It's another type of stress. You're stress excited, you're stress anxious, like, it's all good things. Just make sure you breathe and take some time to relax and recuperate. I remember doing practice questions and getting frustrated because the questions are not straightforward. I will say TPI, the ATI questions are harder than the NCLEX. I don't really know how to describe it. Like the NGNs, when I was taking my NCLEX, I feel like I was getting every single question wrong. Like mine cut off at like 115, I think. It was a weird number. I got my NCLEX cut off at 115 questions, which isn't the best, isn't the worst. I've also known people who maxed out with the questions, who passed or failed. So just because you have to take all the questions doesn't mean that you necessarily failed, but it could. So, I mean, I'm not really sure how they do the questions and decide like the scale. I got a lot of prioritization. The medication questions was not what I was expecting. Like, I'll get more into NCLEX stuff in my NCLEX prep video. I don't want to go on a whole tangent. Even though the ATI questions are harder, it's not like what is a symptom of this, like how your other questions were when your teacher made the test. It's like, what patient is most at risk for developing this complication, or which patient would you go to first, which medication would you not give the patient, like stuff like that. It trains your brain to think layers deep and to really like think about the why behind things so you can get your answer. Like, from my experience, there was a lot of days where I felt confident, but also a lot of days where I felt like I finally understood prioritization, and then I go to answer a question, I'm like, well, I know nothing, because how did I get that wrong? Especially, oh my god, the ATI is just, it's just annoying. But Capstone will focus on how to slow you down and trust your fundamentals as a nurse, which I really love. This class was really, really good. It also made me realize like how much I actually learned over the course of these terms, and I actually learned a lot, surprisingly. Like, it goes by so quick and slow at the same time, if that makes sense. When you look back, when you get to the class and you realize, I'm pretty sure like term 11 or 12 is where you get to the point where, like, why were we freaking out over that thing? And this thing right here is way bigger. Like, why were we freaking out about that? Like, and then you'll look back when you become a nurse, like, why was I freaking out about this? Like, it all becomes like petty, like small things once you move a step ahead in your program. You can laugh about it later. Now that I kind of talked about like what to expect for this class and what we did and what it's really about, let's get into some NCLEX-style questions and test your knowledge before we get into our NCLEX prep video. And the next one, if you haven't gone to see that, go watch it here. All right, question 1. Which patient should the nurse assess first? A, stable DKA, waiting on insulin. B, postpartum patient saturating a pad in 15 minutes. C, a COPD patient requesting an inhaler. Or D, a post-op patient with nausea. Question 2. Which lab requires immediate intervention? A, a sodium of 148. B, a glucose of 215. C, a magnesium of 1. Or D, a hemoglobin of 11. Question 3. Which patient can be assigned to an LPN? A, new chest pain on admission. B, a stable post-op day 1. C, an unstable GI bleed. Or D, acute stroke. All right, last question. Question 4. Select all findings consistent with hypocalcemia. A, positive Chevestek sign. I still don't pronounce that. B, muscle cramps. C, constipation. D, seizures. Or E, bradycardia. That being the last question, let us know how you did in the comments down below. How many did you get right? How many did you get wrong? And the ones that you got wrong, give us your rationale behind the reason why you picked that answer so you guys can relate and have a conversation down in the comments below. That wraps up today's video. If you are in Capstone right now, comment last term so I know who's in the final stretch of ECPI. And if you've already taken the NCLEX, comment on RN to motivate someone who's still studying for the NCLEX, and maybe leave some like study sources down below for other nursing students. It won't allow you to do links, but you can just leave the website name and help each other out, and you're one step closer than you guys think. Also, good luck on the NCLEX. I will see you guys in my NCLEX prep video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this with some of your nursing friends or nursing students.